videos done, were you, with the guides? Well, I'm back, everybody, to now making more guide videos pretty soon, and yeah, it's been a while, guys. I've been, having a lot of issues in my entire life, but I've finally been through, and I'm finally now going to be back to making more guide videos for the time being. So I'm finally happy that this is happening for now. I'm really excited, and that this is going to be a great thing. Also, everybody, for those of you who don't know, I have a straw poll for my future guide videos coming up pretty soon. If you want me to continue doing more commentary on guide videos, please make sure to go ahead and check out this straw poll. Also, guys, if you're tuning into this channel, by the way, and if you're very new, please don't forget to go ahead and smash that like button down below. Let's see if we can all get to 5 likes in this video. And for those who are new to the channel and all want to subscribe to my future content as well, make sure to go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well, and also notifications as well to check on for more future content and other reliable sources. That is all going to be it for today, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in, and please enjoy the long-awaited guide video. Later. The first minigame we have is Lava Dip. Basically, it's more of a basic assignment says trick that you're allowed to actually go on the corresponding color of that target. There's also different types of variations Lava Dip, by the way, so please feel free to choose which style from. Anyway, for this one, you have to actually, it's very a simple trick. All you have to do is make sure that every time when it has to say Simon Says, you need to go to corresponding color in response. Just be careful though not to really mess up there. You could fall in the lava. Nothing much strategy, just a tip right there, but it's always best to stand on whatever middle of that platform is going to be, and all you have to do is try to get as close to it. Just a reminder though, this is luck based, so you have to be really careful how this will spawn you. Number 2 on this list is a game called Shootout, which is basically an epic free-for-all classic type game that you have to kill as many of your opponents as you can before their opponent kills you from any other way. So really nothing much to say on this one. Just remember, you'll be handing in his guns and you'll be trying to actually doing a free-for-all fest with each other, and make sure and please note, it does not one-shot you by any other way. Just make sure to stay in control with the matchups. Be best though to really defend yourself in situations, otherwise you won't be able to get hit by any other ways, and make sure to always look out for other players right behind you. Free on this list is going to be Ice Block Hockey, which is a team battle that you're going to fight against the other team, red against blue in this case. To do this, it's sort of a similar hockey style matchup that you are focused on to kill the block at all times. To do this, all you have to do is score the matching to the opponent's team, and you'll get a 1 point. Make sure to always tip is to always try to defend your opponents and how the block will go. Make sure to not predict on where the block will go in any other ways. Remember, sometimes the team could team up on you and you could be out defended. So always be best to self, as I always play defensive, so make sure to go ahead and play defensive style as well. That way it can really help out, and if you really want to be mostly on the offensive side as well, just please do that and have a friend or anyone like that on you to try to defend the goal purpose. Mini game number 4 on this list is going to be Color Conquest, which is a team battle that you have against red and blue. And this minigame is sort of a similar game, if you all don't know, of Epic Minigames. This was one of my very first guide videos. If you want to go check out that guide, it's really going to be really good. It was one of my very first ones. But anyway, this game is actually focused just like in Epic Minigames, where you take on color swaps to fill around boards around the swap. Best tips to do this is to stand on the black line between the two square dots, and you're supposed to fill the squares within your coordinate color. If you stand on the black line, you gain 2 of that blocks in total. And be always the best lookout for other team members that will in fact fill your spots. So be sure to keep doing that strategy. Very simple strategy, so nothing to it, and you should win very easily with this. Number 5 now is going to be a game freeze tag. Anyway, to do freeze tag, it's a team versus style basis and you're supposed to and they try to actually take you down on this team. If you're on the other team, you're going to have to freeze your opponents. So basically, one team will become, and the other team will have to try to avoid them. Best thing to do is to go on a high place if there's not a lot of good maps. There won't be a lot of maps that are associated with this, but if you find a map with a tree, be sure to stand on the tree a lot. I know it's a really good hiding spot. And make sure that your team survives before they get you or get the other player immensely. And pretty much all you just have to do is just run from them. And please note, they're actually very faster than the other team, so please be very careful when winning this minigame. Number 6 on this list is going to be Bomb Head, which is an all free-for-all style in this minigame. To do this minigame, one person will have a bomb on their head and they'll try to chase you around as quickly and will have more walk speed than your actual speed, of course, which is 16. So make sure to have space between you and the players and the opponent that has the bomb in their head. If you have the bomb in the head, please make sure to try to get the person as you can. Do it probably in the last second as you can possibly. Try to get as close to that so that you can really knock your opponents out very good. So a really simple minigame to win, so nothing too hard or anything like that. Now, number 7 on this list is going to be a game Prop Hunt. For those of you guys who don't know, Prop Hunt, also known as the Gmod style, and also there is a Roblox version of the game as well, is based on that style before. It is a team battle where one team will become a prop and you have to chase that prop down until time runs out. If you have experience in playing prop hunts such as Roblox 1 or Gmod, then you should know what it is, and it's a pretty simple game. To do this, all you have to do is find the props that are very influenced just as the players do, and all you have to do is before it until time runs out. To do this, all you gotta do is just shoot out of the gun. Every time you shoot the wrong object that is not the person or team, you will lose health. If you see any movements, please do tackle that opponent very quickly. If one opponent takes down the other prop no matter what, then you have to make sure to go find another prop very quickly. Number 8 on this minigame is Maze to the Middle. So this is nothing much explanatory to say on this. All you have to do in this minigame is to make sure to go to the middle as far away as possible, and there will be mazes that will disappear over the plates, and make sure you go near them. This minigame is very hard to win since you have to be really lucky to win this minigame, and that there's only going to be one person to win that minigame individually. So you gotta have to be really lucky to win. When the plates disappear, be sure to actually go to the plates where they spawn you, or try to get the closest as you can. Please note, it's very tricky to win, so nothing much to it. So good luck on this minigame, because I never won this. Number 9 on this list is Jello Smash Off, which is a team for all minigame as well. And this one, you have to really smack as many Jello as you can in your team before the other opponent does. Be sure the best to do is to always charge your bat. They will have different functions in your bat properties. One small stack will do it, and make sure to always do it around a full time so that you can really much it. It isn't a one-shot guaranteed, so it won't always be a one-shot, but just keep doing what you have to do in order to win that minigame. Minigame number 10 we have currently is Rage Table Rampage, which is basically sort of an angry fest free-for-all thing. I don't know what you want to call it, but anyway, this relies mostly on tables, so pretty much all you have to do is to make sure to throw the table as in purpose. So you be sure the best to win this minigame, like please do. It's kind of hard to win, so be lookout on your opponents at all sides and make sure to actually win that minigame as promised. Number 11 we have today is Tower Takedown, which is also another team-based minigame style that you have to play with in order to try to defend the other team and it will try to actually take down the opponent's tower before they do. To do this, all you have to do is pretty much try to go to the other opposing team and try to destroy their tower as many as you can before your opponent does. The best tip is to really go offensive, and I mean it. If you really want to go offensive, be like me. And if they have a free opening, then you can pretty much go and be offensive. And best thing to do is stand behind the castle tower all times so that a lot of person doesn't see you any other way. So just be careful in that. And also try to defend if you can. Play a little defense if you need to in order to take down your opponent so that your opponent won't get your tower or anything like that. So please do that on purpose. Number 12 is going to be actually Infection. This minigame will introduce you in itself, and you have to be, one person becomes a zombie, and you have to try to avoid the zombie at all times. Be always best in your toes. Remember, the zombie is faster than you, so you have to be really careful. And if you're like me, I actually did become a zombie in this round, so don't be too lucky. Best to do is to stay on the team side. If the best team to win this minigame, if you're either becoming a zombie, then you have to infect the rest of the players, or if you're just a bystander yourself and an innocent person, then you have to try to avoid them at all times in order to win. So 2 ways to win as one, so just be really careful in this minigame as well. Number 13 is going to be Footsteps Leap, and it's going to be on an all survival minigame. Every time that you step a platform, it will disappear, much like in Sleep back then, where you actually have an axe, but now you can actually step on a platform and it will disappear as it follows. Be sure to always stand yourself in the corner. Do not really do that. I'm not going to give yourself a lot of tips, just be sure to like stay away from the opponents as well hand, and you know, make sure to do it. Every time that you step one is going to be really bad or anything like that, so please try to be very careful on how you play it. So this minigame can be kind of annoying to some people. Number 14 will introduce Balloon Goon in this mess up, and in this minigame, it's a all free-for-all minigame that you have to pop the most balloons, as many as you can, before your timer runs out. And just like the bat itself, will actually pop the balloon. You also get a bonus point for every time that you actually pop a balloon that it has multiple balloons near it. Make sure to always get a tip is to make sure to separate yourself from the other players so that it can actually spawn so that the other players won't grab it, and make sure that if you see it 2 times blue, make sure to always go for it to get the most bonus points. Number 15 on the minigame list is Meltdown, which is going to be a survival minigame that you have to knock down the ice. There will be falling ice on the platform, so you'll be spawned in the section. Just be careful though, you won't slip on the ice or anything like that. The ice will infect it. And all you have to do to make sure to win this minigame is tag the ice cubes down below, and you have to push them off the edge into the water. So all the edges that have the intact of water in, please make sure to do that. So kind of a really annoying minigame to win, since sometimes the ice will knock back to the water and sometimes it will get back to the surface, will be full, and to make sure to always do that. The ice cubes will spawn right in the middle at all times, so please always go out for the ice cubes as many as you can, because that's the only strategy I know. Sometimes though that you have to be watching out for players, because sometimes they will defend the cubes, so be sure to look out for any opening opportunities for the cube to happen. And number 16, we have Spear Shields, which are a battle and survival minigame battle that is going to be determined on your luck and bases. Make sure to actually do, in this minigame, you're supposed to grab the shields that are spawning into the map. You'll have a timer to grab into the map at all times, not get caught in the lava when you're done. And so it's kind of like a musical chair minigame, basically, of a game called Musical Chairs, if you have played that minigame. So basically, all you have to do is grab a shield before the opponent does, and if they do not have a shield, then they fall down. Be surrounding your tips, as always surround your opponents. Make sure to space out your opponents as much as you can. Remember, the shields will spawn in randomly, so you're not going to determine which shield will actually determine it. So always be best on the lookout to know which shield it is.
The beat drops out.